In this video, we will see how to solve problems with OPAMP circuits. If you're watching my channel for the first time, please do subscribe my channel, hit the like button, press the bell notification icon so that any new videos will reach to you soon. Thank you. Calculate the input voltage. It is not the output voltage. This is something different problem. You need to calculate the input voltage if the final output is 10.08 volt. That means they have mentioned this one as 10.08 volt. You need to calculate this, you need to calculate this, thereby you need to calculate this. Can you tell me what is this circuit is?
Inverter.
Yes,
Not
inverting amplifier you should tell. Okay, because inverter means only sign change will happen. What is this circuit is?
inverting amplifier.
Same, inverting amplifier.
Inverting amplifier.
Yes. What is the first one?
Non-inverting amplifier.
Inverting.
Non-inverting amplifier. First one is non-inverting amplifier. Why it is non-inverting amplifier?
Input is connected to positive terminal.
Yes, input is connected to positive, whereas input in both the cases here is given to negative terminals. Now, since the output voltage is given, I need to come from the last circuit. So, I'll write here third circuit is inverting amplifier. You can write it down along with me so that VO is equal to minus RF by R1. Let me write this as VO1 and VO2. This VO2 will form the input here. So I need to write VO2 here. But I don't know VO2. I know RF, I know RI, and then VO I know it is given. So VO2 I need to calculate. So what happens? This ratio will go here with a reciprocal. That means R1 becomes the numerator, R2 becomes the denominator. So it becomes minus of R1 by RF into VO. That is minus, what is R1? 5 kilo ohm, RF is 100 kilo ohm into VO is 10.08 volt. Can you calculate and give me the answer for this? This becomes 20.
Zero 0.504.
0.504 volt. Now after this, we will go to second circuit. Second circuit is also inverting amplifier. So VO2 is its output. VO2 is equal to minus of RF by R1 into VO1. I need VO1. How we did here, similar to that, VO1 is equal to minus R1 by RF into VO2 it becomes. VO2 we have found out. So substitute it. Minus 5 kilo ohm by 5 kilo ohm into VO2 that is 0.504. You are aware when RF is equal to RI, when RF is equal to RI, it is actually making it as just an inverter or a scale changer. So, because these two becomes 1, VO1 will be equal to minus 0.504 volt. This is VO1. Now we are coming to first circuit. First circuit is non-inverting amplifier. Non-inverting amplifier, that is VO1 will be equal to 1 plus RF by R1 into V1. I don't know V1. What I do here is, if I do substitute and then find out the formula, it becomes tedious. So instead, I will just substitute the values, becomes easier for me. This is equal to 1 plus, this is 10K by 5K into V1. This will become 0.504 is equal to, this is actually 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3V1. So V1 is equal to 0.504 by 3. Can you give me the answer?
Now VO1 is minus 0.504.
Okay. Actually, here I have missed out. This is minus, correct? So this will be minus, it becomes plus, correct?
Oh.
Yes. So here I had to write this negative sign, I have forgot. This negative sign will be here. So I will substitute that negative sign. Minus into minus, it becomes plus. Yes. Can you give me the answer for V1?
0.160. 168.
168 volt. Check, the answer is given here. Is it correct? Okay, shall we move on to the next problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Make a note of this problem. It looks similar to the previous one, but here input voltage is given. You need to calculate the output voltage. Input is given. You need to calculate output voltage. So you can mention here this as VO1, this as VO2, and this will remain as VO. Write down the circuit.
Pause the video and write down the circuit so that you can solve the problem along with me.
So now the first circuit. What is the first circuit is? Non-inverting amplifier. So what is the formula for non-inverting amplifier? VO1 is equal to 1 plus RF by R1 into V1. This is always RF, this is always R1. So substitute and find the value. 1 plus 10K by 5K into, what is V1? 25 millivolt. Let me keep it in milli only right now. What is this will become? 1 za, 2 za, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 25 za. What will be the answer? 75.
75.
Yes, 75 millivolt. Since it is non-inverting, sign will be positive. Then second circuit. Can you tell me what is second circuit is?
Inverting.
Yes, inverting amplifier. Actually, scale changer also I can write because RF is equal to RI. But if I write inverting amplifier also, there is nothing wrong. So minus RF by R1 into VO1, because for this circuit, this will be the input, is equal to minus 5 kilo ohm by 5 kilo ohm into VO1 is 75 millivolt. This will just become 75 millivolt because this will give me minus 1. So minus sign I will put it here. That is why we call this as scale changer also. Second circuit is also known as scale changer. Okay. What is the third circuit is? Again, it is an inverting amplifier because input is given to inverting terminal. So VO is equal to minus RF by R1 into VO2. Now VO2 will form the input here. So that this is equal to minus 100 kilo ohm by 5 kilo ohm into minus 75 millivolt. Minus minus get cancelled. This will become 20. Can you calculate and give me the answer? 20 into 75, how much?
Now 1500.
1500. 500 milli is there, millivolt. When it exceeds 1000, it is better to keep it in volt. 1500 into 10 raised to minus 3, that is nothing but divide 1 followed by 3 zeros. It becomes 1.5 volt. VO is equal to 1.5 volt. Clear? Okay. So calculate the output voltage if V1 is equal to V2 is equal to 700 millivolt. So this is 700 millivolt. This is also 700 millivolt. Now this will become VO1. So we can divide this into two parts. First circuit is inverting amplifier. So you know output for the first circuit is VO1. So I need to take VO1 is equal to minus RF by R1 into V1. This is RF. This is R1 for the first circuit. So this becomes minus 500 kilo ohm by 250 kilo ohm into 700 millivolt. This is actually 2. 2 sevens are 14. Minus 1400 millivolt, or I can write it as minus 1.4 volt. Correct. What is the second circuit? Can you tell me?
Inverting adder.
Inverting adder. So what is the formula? VO is equal to minus of RF by R1 into, instead of V1, I need to write VO1 because this is the input here, correct? Plus RF by R2 into V2. So substitute now. Minus of RF is 500 kilo ohm, R1 is 100 kilo ohm into VO1 I got it as minus 1.4 plus RF is 500 kilo ohm, RI is 50 kilo ohm, V2 is 700 millivolt. Now what will it become? Minus of 5. 14 5s are, this will become minus 7 volt.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now this is 10. 10 into 700 will be 7000 millivolt. Can I rewrite it this way? Minus of minus 7 plus 7 volt. Get cancels. I am getting VO as 0 volt, right? So while writing it down, you just listen to me. Sometimes in the exam, if you do, and you might get a 0, always if you get 0, you're not wrong. Check your steps once, whether you have written the steps, formula, substitution, and the calculation you did correctly. Leave it like that. Don't scratch it out. Don't, especially with pen, don't think that you went wrong. Don't get confused. If you went wrong, it's okay. They will put 0. The valuator will put 0. Why do you bother and why you have to scratch it out? Anyhow, we take best 3 out of 5. So let it be. Don't scratch it or don't do any other whitener or anything else. Clear? Take down the sum. Okay. So calculate the output if V1 is given and V2 is given. This is almost like this type of sum only, correct? Here V1 and V2 are same, but here V1 and V2 are different.
Will you try this sum and write your answer in the comment? You can check answer is also given in the problem.
Yes, do it. It is just like previous sum only. First circuit is inverting amplifier. I will write this and leave. Try and tell me. So what are you going to write here for this one?
VO1 equal to minus RF by RI into.
Into V1. So VO1 is equal to minus of RF by R1 into 300 millivolt. Sorry, into V1. Later you substitute and give me the answer for VO1.
Minus 600 millivolts.
600 millivolts.
Minus 600 millivolt. Okay. So what will be VO formula? So I'm just substituting
Minus
here.
of
Yes. Minus of
RF by RI into
RF
VO1
by RI into VO1, correct?
plus RF by R2 into V2.
Yes, correct. Substitute and give me the answer. Those who didn't do, for them, this is minus 500K by 250. This will be 2. 2 3s are 6, so minus 600 millivolt. This one you can simply substitute and give me the answer. So RF is 500, R1. If you want, you can make a note of this. This is R1, this is R2, this will be RF. And for this circuit, this is RF, this is R1. Okay, VO1 is minus 600 millivolt plus RF is 500 kilo ohm, R2 is 50 kilo ohm into V2 is 700 millivolt. Minus of, what is this ratio will be? 5, 6 5s are 30 and followed by 2 zeros millivolt. I am right now keeping it in millivolt. Later I will convert. This is 10, 10 sevens are 70 and then the 2 zeros like this. Now can I write this as minus 3 volt plus 7 volt? Can I write this? 3000 millivolt as 3 volt, 7000 millivolt as 7 volt. Can I write that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So minus plus 7 minus 3 will be plus 4. Plus into minus will be minus 4 volt. This is the answer.
I hope you enjoyed solving OPAMP problems. This is very important section since 5 mark problem will be asked in part D first main. Thank you. If you're watching my channel for the first time, please do subscribe my channel, hit the like button, press the bell notification icon so that any new videos will reach to you soon. Thank you.